Next at 7 on ABC7, the polls are closing in our time zone in Florida. Midterm election votes are in.
We're staying on air for an hour of special coverage for your voice, your vote. We take a look at key Florida races that could decide which party controls Capitol Hill.
I think people know what's at stake.
Everything that we care about and represent as a nation is at stake.
And if who lives in the governor's mansion changes or stays the same.
Charlie Crist is a champion of women's rights. Ron DeSantis has already signed legislation to ban it.
I'm going to accept anything less than victory. Our governors proved that.
Plus, what drove Southwest Florida voters to the polls?
Women's rights, the abortion issue, just pretty much those two are at the top of the list.
Then, still recovering from Hurricane Ian, we're bracing for another storm. Hello, Nicole.
I don't have any anxiety, but I know some of my colleagues, friends, and neighbors do.
ABC7 has the new track on the storm on a special one-hour edition of Your News at 7. It is just seconds away.
Live from ABC7, this is News at 7.
And right now at 7, the polls are now closed, at least in our time zone here in Florida. Votes are being counted.
ABC7 is bringing you an hour-long election coverage special right now at 7 to give you the most up-to-date results. We've got crews across the state bringing you live updates throughout the hour on Florida's most pivotal races.
ABC7's chief political correspondent Dave Elias is in Tampa tonight. ABC7's Christy Soto is in St. Pete. They're focused on the candidates for Florida governor. You've got the incumbent Ron DeSantis and the former governor and current challenger, Charlie Crist.
ABC7's Kyla Gaylor is in Miami, and Sarah Metz is in Orlando as Senator Marco Rubio and Representative Val Demings face off in a high-stakes Senate race.
And in Southwest Florida, voters showed up to the polls today despite impact from Hurricane Ian. But now we're also preparing for another storm just over a month later.
Tropical storm Nicole is gaining strength as it heads toward our east coast. ABC7 Chief Meteorologist John Patrick is here tracking Nicole as we brace for another round of wind and rain.
It's got a brand new advisory in from the Hurricane Center at 7 on how much rain, how much wind we're expecting through the hour here in the special one-hour edition of ABC7 News at 7.
And right now at 7, Hurricane Ian destroyed houses, but also ripped shingles off of roofs. And now a lot of roofs across Southwest Florida are covered in blue tarps. It's nighttime now, so you can't really see the blue tarps, but I've been watching these cameras from right outside our ABC7 studio for weeks now, and there are tons of houses that have these blue tarps. And as we get ready for Nicole, the question becomes, are the tarps going to be able to hold up, or will Nicole's winds leave these houses vulnerable?
We already saw them kind of flapping around in some of the wind today. And ABC7's Alicia Alonso is reporting tonight on how homeowners are preparing to protect their already damaged homes.
Homeowners I spoke with say they're working to fix homes as much as possible before this next storm hits. You can see behind me where many of these homes are covered in tarp in this Southeast Cape neighborhood. They've been able to keep homes dry for the last month and will be tested again in the next 2 days.
We're a two-story, so getting up there, it costs a little bit more, but we were just thinking prep as best we can. Watch and wait.
More than 100 shingles flew off Joe Mulvihill's roof during Hurricane Ian. He's working to secure his Cape Coral home before Tropical Storm Nicole hits next.
So I think we're doing pretty good. I think we'll just watch and see, and then, but a lot of my friends will be, especially in the Cape, said they're going to be out of here next time. If it's even a 3 or higher predicted, that sort of thing, they're just going to go.
While this storm is expected to be less intense than Ian, Mulvihill says he and his neighbors are ready for anything.
Most of them have generators. They most stayed. Some have entire families in their homes just in this area. Yeah. So they were able to do pretty well, but it was scary.
Many homes have been able to avoid more water damage with tarps on.
Everybody's prepping. They're doing good. Most of the blue roofs here are people I think did it for pro bono, so it's cool.
Mulvihill says he's hopeful the neighborhood will hold up.
I don't have any anxiety, but I know some of my colleagues, friends, and neighbors do. So
tarps installed by blue roofs are able to hold up really well in high winds. As an example, 88% of blue roofs installed after Hurricane Laura were able to handle winds from Hurricane Delta in 2020. Reporting in Cape Coral, Alicia Alonso, ABC7.
And ABC7 will continue tracking Nicole for you as it moves across our state. You can stay up to date with ABC7's Hurricane Guide. It's right there on your screen. You can actually scan that code in the corner. You can also just go to the App Store and download the app for all the latest updates.
All right, let's get back to the other big story we're following tonight at 7, and that is the midterm elections. ABC7 following one of the biggest statewide races, and that's the race for governor. You've got the incumbent Ron DeSantis running against the former Florida governor, Charlie Crist.
Ultimately, voters will decide who leads the state and who tackles important issues like inflation and abortion rights.
ABC7's chief political correspondent, Dave Elias, is live outside the Tampa Convention Center. That's where Governor DeSantis will be holding a watch party tonight. Dave.
Yeah, the governor has seen literally hundreds of people filing here into the convention center tonight. Many of them have already made their way inside the auditorium here. And the governor's sources close to the governor's campaign telling me that he has not only been keeping a close eye today on voter turnout, but keeping a close eye on what happens on the East Coast as Nicole is heading directly toward the state of Florida. Meanwhile, supporters of the governor say they've been keeping a close eye on the polls, some of which show DeSantis with a 10-point lead over Charlie Crist. They say they're not surprised, and his supporters say they won't take anything less.
I feel like we have this in the bag. I mean, because of the fact, not just because DeSantis is popular, et cetera, but because so many Floridians took it so seriously.
Not going to accept anything less than victory. Our governors proved that.
The Hispanic Latino vote and the Afro-American votes are moving more toward red, toward Meagan.
Now, many of the supporters that I talked to say they won't be surprised if they actually hear that a winner is declared as early as 9 o'clock. But of course, we will be here in Tampa to keep a close eye on this race. We're live in downtown Tampa. Dave Elias, ABC7.
And ABC7 is spread out across Florida, tracking your vote. Our Christy Soto is in St. Pete tonight for Charlie Crist's event.
And Christy, you talked to voters about what's driving them to the polls and what made some of them vote for Charlie Crist. Christy.
Abortion rights was at the forefront of minds of a lot of voters today as they cast their ballots. And Charlie Crist has maintained that he is for a woman's right to choose. Now, we are in St. Petersburg. This is Charlie Crist's hometown. We're in the ballroom at his watch party. It just got started at 6:30. They opened the doors for the supporters, and they have started trickling in yet. It's definitely not a packed house here right now. Earlier today, Crist was at polling sites, and he was speaking to voters who say this is a critical election for them.
I think people neglect the importance of the midterms. Most people just go out, during the presidential election every 4 years, but the midterms are the ones that really impact our community the most. So that's the biggest reason for me. That's the reason why I feel it's so important.
Voters saying a lot of important issues are on the ballot.
The economy right now, and I personally know a lot of people are struggling. The women's rights, the abortion issue, just pretty much those two are at the top of the list.
Crist has maintained if he's elected governor, he will sign an executive order to protect a woman's right to choose.
Charlie Crist is a champion of women's rights. Ron DeSantis has already signed legislation to ban it.
Crist has also promised to lower property rates and electricity bills. Crist served as governor from 2006 to 2011, but as a Republican. Now he's hoping to win as a Democrat.
I definitely did like him as governor. I could tell you, even though I was young, I don't remember what year he was governor, but I was probably in my 20s. And I definitely did like him as a governor, so.
Everyone in this room, his supporters, of course, are hoping that he will unseat DeSantis, but we know it's a difficult task to unseat an incumbent, let alone an incumbent as powerful and as supported as Governor Ron DeSantis. But he has maintained that he believes his experience is what it takes to beat DeSantis. I mean, Crist has been in Florida politics for more than 20 years, and he has done the job of governor before. I will be here all night long as results roll in. Reporting live in St. Petersburg, Christy Soto, ABC7.
To answer that woman's question, Charlie Crist was governor from 2007 to 2011, also education commissioner and attorney general in his past. ABC7 is also following a key U.S. Senate race that's happening here in Florida tonight. Marco Rubio, the incumbent, is facing off against challenger Val Demings.
It is one of several races across the country that could decide the balance of power in Congress. Coming up at 7:30, ABC7 will take you live to the candidates' campaigns as the results start to roll in.
Stay with ABC7 throughout the hour for full election night coverage. Our ABC7 team is spread out across Florida, taking you live to pivotal races, and we'll bring you updates throughout the night. We'll also do it online. That's on our website, abc-7.com, and the ABC7 mobile app.
Every day at that door, customers come by and they say, keep going, you're doing great. It's inspiring, it really is.
Ian destroyed Naples businesses. He's staying inspired. Hear how they're bouncing back.
ABC.
Just blocks from the beach, many businesses and restaurants along 5th Avenue in Naples have already reopened after Ian. But that hurricane caused so much damage for some people that reopening their businesses, that's not going to happen for a while.
In tonight's cover story, ABC7's Amanda Lojeski is on 5th Ave. She is getting us more on why bouncing back is more than just a want, it's a need.
Like many communities in our area, parts of Naples is still anything but normal. The owner of these two popular 5th Ave restaurants, Skip Quillen, says reopening these doors after extensive damage is the first step to returning to normalcy. Shops, restaurants, and people all line pristine 5th Avenue in Naples. It's a world-famous spot people travel just to see or taste, but what they may not get to experience in everyday life. Home to boutique hotels, specialty shops, and world-class 5-star dining.
People don't realize that there's about 50 families tied to each restaurant, and that's not just ours, it's every restaurant.
Skip Quillen has been in the restaurant business his whole life. He's owned some in Naples for decades.
This room started as a dress shop, 30 years ago.
No way.
And so it's changed a lot.
What made it change even more? Hurricane Ian. In late September, strong winds, rain, and storm surge overtook most of 5th Avenue.
As you can look around and see, we had about 3.5 feet of damage to a multi-million-dollar restaurant.
Skip owns Chop City Grill and Pazzo. Both restaurants had just been remodeled.
To have to go through and do it again, as I mentioned to several people, it took us like 6 months to remodel those restaurants. We have to do the same thing now in 6 weeks.
That's because season is right around the corner, but also to get his employees back to normalcy too. With hundreds of workers and the entire community cheering him on, opening the doors can't come soon enough.
But those families rely on us for income.
Thousands of little details now needing to be fixed.
Doors were up, the walls were, infected in a sense, and we had to get rid of all that.
But he tells me it's easy just to reopen. What's important is reopening better than before.
The one thing that we've said, we're not going to just try to open up. We're going to open up with a bang, and we're going to make it better than before, and that's on every level.
Right next door is Skip's other restaurant, Pazzo, which sustained a little more damage.
A little worse, wow. And because it's a little lower. Lost a lot more furniture here.
From furniture to all the cooking equipment and even layers of paint. Now a major expense.
All of it.
All of it.
All the furniture had to be shipped out. All of it had to be recovered and remade, basically.
Wow.
And so we're talking, basically about $75,000 worth of furniture. And some of the fabrics are $300 a yard.
Still, what was here before will now be improved.
These restaurants aren't going to be dazzling.
But despite all that,
every day at that door, customers come by and just say, keep going, you're doing great. Oh. It's inspiring, it really is.
And his employees?
Nobody left. Everybody's sticking around. Everybody wants us to open.
That's exactly what you can expect when you head to one of these restaurants, too.
They can expect a lot of smiles, and they can expect people that are really going to care about them, and we appreciate every person that's going to walk through these doors.
Both Pazzo and Chops will reopen on Monday, November 21st with a full staff, full menu, and full bar. In Naples, Amanda Lojeski, ABC7.
We are tracking Tropical Storm Nicole with your most accurate forecast. I'm Chief Meteorologist John Patrick, and we're already seeing some of the outer rain into Friday. That's your most accurate forecast from ABC7.
And we have a winner. The Powerball jackpot, that is. It's been claimed. We will tell you who won and how Florida players still raked in some cash next.
Someone's life changed forever today. One person walked away with a record-breaking Powerball jackpot. ABC7 told you last night at 11 the drawing was delayed.
And officials announced a winner in California after numbers were drawn in Tallahassee this morning. Now, it was a glitch, and the glitch didn't just cause a delay. Morgan Norwood is getting us more tonight on how it also bumped up the jackpot past $2 billion, the largest U.S. prize ever.
And we have a winner, someone in Southern California, now a billionaire. Powerball officials say the winning ticket, matching all 6 numbers, was sold at Joe's Service Center in Altadena, just outside of Los Angeles. The owner ecstatic for not only what this means for his store, but the lucky winner.
We are happy for the person. You know, the city deserves it. Especially like this community is a really tight-knit community, and they deserve like a big win like this.
It took 41 consecutive drawings to finally get a winner. The jackpot growing each time, reaching a whopping $2.04 billion. The winning numbers announced today after a glitch on Monday night that organizers say was due to Minnesota lottery officials needing extra time to complete the required security protocols.
Because of a technical problem tonight, we are unable to bring you the Powerball drawing at this time.
The odds of winning that record-breaking jackpot was 1 in nearly 300 million. And from coast to coast, millions of people were leaning on luck, lining up at retailers for their chance at winning big.
We've never in lottery history anywhere in the U.S. had a jackpot this high. Who doesn't want to have a little chance and dream big?
That was Morgan Norwood reporting, and we are still working to learn who the lucky winner is. If they take the lump sum, it's $997 million in cash.
Nobody in Florida won that much, but Florida players did not go home empty-handed. Let me explain this map right here. There were several winners in our state of lesser prizes. A $100,000 ticket was actually sold down in Naples, and there were 3 $50,000 tickets that were sold across our area. There was one in Fort Myers, another one down in Naples, and then one up in Port Charlotte.
Mr. Worldwide is coming to Southwest Florida after all. Pitball's Can't Stop Us Now tour was supposed to go to Hertz Arena, then it was canceled because of Hurricane Ian. The new tour date has been rescheduled for March 20th of next year. If you had a ticket, it'll be upheld for this new date.
You can get a new best friend for $10 at the Lee County Domestic Animal Services. They say their dog adoption floor is full. They have plenty of pets looking for their forever home. So they are reducing adoption fees down to just $10. Your application does have to be approved. Key Senate race is heating up in Florida. ABC7 is bringing you live coverage on election night as results start to roll in. Stay with us in the next half hour for our continuous election coverage here on the midterms.
Plus, Cape Coral wants to prevent flooding. How clearing canals could be the solution ahead of Nicole.
ABC7 is staying on the air at 7:30, giving you another half hour of midterm election coverage.
First, a high-stakes race for a Senate seat.
People know what's at stake.
Our democracy is at stake.
Can Marco Rubio keep that seat and fend off Democrat Val Demings?
Plus, we are bracing for another storm just a month after Ian wrecked some of our communities.
We still don't have a really good idea where the storm is going.
The station where you get more is giving you a half hour more tonight with brand new midterm election and storm coverage starting right now.
Tropical storm Nicole continues to churn at 65 miles per hour with the latest 7 o'clock advisory. And the thing that's different, landfall and passes by just off to our north. So stick around for your most accurate forecast here in a few minutes.
Hurricane Ian clogged Cape Coral canals, and now ahead of Nicole, crews are working to clear them. Nicole, as JP mentioned, expected to bring rain, wind, just problems we don't want to deal with at all. And right now there's piles of vegetation, there's mangled metal, even toilets blocking some of the drains. Neighbors say they're concerned about flooding. They tell us that last year during Tropical Storm Elsa, storm drains couldn't keep up with flooding.
A little slow. You know, it's about a month later. I mean, we still got debris piled up. You know, I'm sure everyone's working as hard as they can, but, you know, I think there could be something better done about it.
City leaders in the Cape say debris collections are continuing, and they do want you to make sure that storm drains, catch basins near your property are cleared of debris. And if you notice a clog, call this number, 311.
A bit farther inland, communities in Hendry County are preparing for impacts from Nicole. There's some room for rain in the canals in Clewiston, but the emergency management director says they're more concerned about the wind. The director says with the track constantly changing, their main work really starts tomorrow.
We probably won't do a whole lot of preparations until tomorrow. Right now, we're just kind of getting the road crews ready. We're trying to make sure that debris pickup from the other storm is happening so we can get as much of that picked up as we possibly can.
Here's an important note. Schools will be closed in Hendry County for the next 2 days. You can sign up for emergency alerts if you want, straight to your phone by texting Hendry to 888-777. Hendry FLA.
Fort Myers Beach is preparing for the wind and rain expected from Nicole. Right now, crews are working to remove debris left behind by Hurricane Ian, like many of our communities are doing. But the town is pulling all contractors from Fort Myers Beach starting tomorrow until Nicole passes. The Community Resource Center on Fort Myers Beach closes tomorrow at noon, so make sure to get your supplies before then. Plus, the fuel site at Santini Plaza is closing down tonight. Everything should be open by Thursday or Friday, they're saying. Now, town leaders say if you are on the island and living with damage, or if you just don't feel safe, you should leave.
We are pre-positioning our workforce right now to the areas that we think could be likely impacted.
Florida is preparing for what could be a rare November hurricane. These are uncommon. Our power companies have 13,000 crew members ready, though, to help when Nicole hits. Winds from the storm might knock down some trees, so FPL is getting equipment ready. They're coordinating with local and state operations on the response.
Lee County is opening 2 storm shelters if you do need somewhere to stay during Nicole. You can go to the shelter at the Estero Recreation Center or the North Fort Myers Recreation Center. Now, that one opens at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Both shelters are pet friendly. There are currently no evacuation orders in Lee County, but they want to give you options if you have damage and don't feel safe.
Charlotte County found a temporary fix for roads that were washed out from Hurricane Ian. Charlotte County Emergency Management says staff members are working to stabilize Midway Boulevard over the Dorchester waterway. That's where part of the road was washed away. An engineering team is making plans for permanent repairs on that road. Your Voice, Your Vote coverage continues on ABC7 with team coverage across the state.
ABC7's Kyla Gaylor is live in Miami. She is tracking a key Senate race, and ABC7's Sarah Metz is live in Orlando following Representative Val Demings trying to unseat incumbent Marco Rubio.
We have those crews across Florida bringing you the latest updates as results start to roll in.
First, let's go to ABC7's Kyla Gaylor. Rubio is waiting to find out if he'll serve another term.
Yeah, Marco Rubio supporters have slowly been trickling in over the last hour. The tables behind me are now full. I'm starting to see less and less floor space. Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart also just walked in, but I have yet to see Marco Rubio himself. I'm sure he'll be here somewhat soon. Democrats hold a razor-thin majority, as you know, in the Senate, and Rubio is favored to keep his seat. He's hoping his incumbency gives him an edge. Senator Rubio did slack, though, when it comes to fundraising, at least compared to his challenger, Val Demings. But he does have the support of former President Donald Trump, which we have seen can go a long way. Now, of course, Hurricane Ian is top of mind for a lot of voters in Southwest Florida when it comes to future storms or insurance claims. But it also took a really big hit on the agricultural community. Here's what Senator Rubio said about that at a recent campaign event.
As long as I'm a United States Senator, you're going to have someone up there that's fighting for Florida agriculture. I think people know what's at stake. Look, the same party's been in charge of Washington for 2 years, and everything's worse.
And another thing going for Senator Rubio tonight, there are now far more registered Republicans than Democrats in Florida. We will see if that is enough to prevent his seat from turning blue. I'm live in Miami tonight. Kyla Gaylor, back to you guys in the studio.
ABC7 also wants to take you to Orlando, where ABC7 reporter Sarah Metz is live with Congresswoman Val Demings, who wants to be U.S. Senator Val Demings.
And Sarah, some results are just now starting to come in. What are you seeing there?
Yeah, we're in Orlando where Senator Rubio's challenger, Congresswoman Val Demings, is expected to watch as these results are starting to roll in. The doors opened here not long ago, and you can see a few people are starting to sit down behind me and kind of watch as those election results are coming in. Now, Congresswoman Demings is looking to take Senator Rubio's seat before a third term. Earlier today, we saw Demings voting in her old stomping grounds of Orlando, where she was the first female police chief at one point. Now, Demings has really relied on that strong law enforcement background to pull her through the race. In her one and only debate with Rubio, they touched on many important topics, including climate change, abortion rights, and immigration.
We have a lot of issues, and there's only one person on the ballot running for the United States Senate in Florida who cares about addressing those issues.
Now, Demings outraised Senator Rubio by a landslide, and if she wins the seat tonight, she will be the first black senator in Florida. We're staying in Orlando as these election results are starting to come in. Reporting from Orlando, Sarah Metz, ABC7.
ABC7 is tracking developing news tonight at 7:30. Florida leaders warned the U.S. Justice Department that federal election monitors were not allowed inside Florida polling places today. The government still sent them to about half of all states across the country, including Florida. According to the Department of Justice, they're going to monitor, especially in Broward, Miami-Dade, and Palm Beach counties. The feds want to make sure states comply with federal election law after civil rights groups expressed concern about voter intimidation at some polling locations. The feds have monitored elections for decades. This is not a new practice.
And ABC7 is continuing to track midterm election results for you during our hour-long special election coverage.
We took you live to Tampa, where Governor DeSantis is waiting to hear if former Governor Charlie Crist can unseat him. What we're going to do right now is show you a map of some of the results coming in across Florida at this point. Take a look at your screen. Ron DeSantis right now with 55% of the vote, 24% of the precincts are reporting, so an 11 percentage point lead for the incumbent Ron DeSantis. I want you to take a close look at the map of Florida. You'll see in red the counties that have gone for the governor so far, in blue the counties that have gone for Charlie Crist. Some really important takeaways from this map. Start at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen where you see the word Miami. That right there is Miami-Dade. So far, it is going for Governor DeSantis. That's huge. For a Democrat to win in Florida, they have to run up the score in Miami-Dade and Broward and Palm Beach County. So far, only Broward and Palm Beach County going for the Democrat. The other three counties across the state that are going for Charlie Crist, in Orlando, Orange County, Alachua County, which is where the University of Florida is, and Leon County, where Tallahassee is. However, if you look at the section where Tampa is labeled, that's another area the Democrats have to win if they're going to win a statewide race. As you can see right now, both Pinellas County and Hillsborough County going for Ron DeSantis. It is the reason that he has stretched his lead to 11% at this point. 5 million votes in so far. You just saw it move to 5.3 million votes. For comparison, we had about 8.5 million votes during the 2018 gubernatorial election, although Florida's population has expanded since then, so you'd expect a little more tonight.
And we have another alert for you for a race that has been called. Democrat Maxwell Frost becomes the first member of Gen Z to win a House seat. He is the 2022 Democratic nominee for Florida's 10th congressional district, the Orlando area. There will be at least 6 newcomers to the U.S. House of Representatives in tonight's vote.
Also have some local races, and we have a quick note on local politics tonight. Fred Burson was formally sworn in as the Ward 5 City Council person today in Fort Myers. There he is, taking his oath. Collier County is counting on rain. Next at 7, why homeowners there are kind of hunkering down for another storm. ABC7 returns.
Collier County is getting ready for rain and wind from Nicole.
We still don't know exactly where this tropical storm is headed, although we have a decent idea because of the expertise of our chief meteorologist, John Patrick. ABC7's Ryan Arbogast is reporting, though, it is not stopping people in Collier County from getting ready, just in case.
Storm drains are being cleared all over Collier County to make sure your street doesn't flood
Wastewater management says every storm drain should be clear by the time Nicole hits the East Coast.
We have contracted crews as well as in-house crews out there cleaning the storm drain systems that have been identified before the last storm and before this one. So I just wanted everybody to know that, you know, we are taking care of it and to let us know if they see anything that's of concern, and we'll go out there and take a look as well.
Collier County's Roads and Bridges Director wants you to know they are doing everything in their power to get our area ready for another storm. Debris trucks have been patrolling storm surge areas, removing any debris that Tropical Storm Nicole could move around. If you have any new trash from construction projects, the county is advising you to not bring it out to the curb right now. It could be swept away.
Just go out there, you know, be safe. Common sense is the best measure. You know, if you're in a low-lying area and you know it, there are certain things you could do, like pick up debris out of your yard, check your culvert pipe.
Both the Collier County Commission and the Emergency Operations Center have decided to continue to stay in the monitor phase as of now. The storm arrival time in Collier County is slated for early Thursday morning.
We just got impacted with one storm, and there's another one out there, so we're prepared for scenarios like this. We have, you know, over 100 crew members out there getting the community ready.
If you see anything on your personal property or your neighborhood you think the wind could pick up and toss, make sure to call the Collier County number 311. They'll get somebody out here to take care of it as soon as possible. Reporting on Vanderbilt Beach, Ryan Arbogast, ABC7.
Now, the ABC7 forecast. Your most accurate forecast.
I guess one positive about what's going on out there tonight is Collier County is the only county that is not under some type of tropical storm watch or warning in the morning. That's your most accurate forecast from ABC7.
Big story today across Southwest Florida, long lines at polling places. Some people say they were waiting as long as 2 hours at the 13 voting sites that were open in Lee County.
ABC7's Gage Golding is live at the elections office in Cape Coral, where people are still waiting in line to cast their ballot. Gage?
Yeah, and this line is still long. I want to show you where the entrance to the polling center is. It's way down there. We might be maxing out the zoom on our camera there. It's underneath that awning with the light. That's where the entrance to the polling center is, and that's where everybody is headed. That's where they want to go, but this line, let's take a journey down along this way, goes back down this sidewalk. Now, this might look bad, but I'll tell you, it was a lot worse earlier. I was told it was doing every which way in formation throughout this parking lot. I've heard anywhere from an hour to hour and 15 minutes for people waiting. How long were you waiting in line so far?
About an hour and 15.
Hour 15. What time did you get here?
About 6:20.
Did you think at 6:20 you might be able to just kind of sneak on in at the end of the pack and not have to wait in a line?
I thought it'd be about 15, 20 minutes. I know it's a little worse with the hurricane.
And is this your typical polling place, or are you usually going somewhere else and kind of had to come here because your polling place closed?
This is my polling place. I just moved here from Milwaukee in August, but this is the closest one to my house.
All right, well, hey, thank you much. I appreciate it. Thank you for waiting in this line. And that's one thing that we heard a lot of from people is that, you know, oh, this isn't my typical polling place. I'm coming here because my polling place is closed. But it's not just here in Cape Coral. We're hearing this all around the area is that, you know, as the polls close at 7 o'clock, they do cut off that line. So don't get in the car and rush out to the polls right now because you won't be able to vote. It's only if you were in line before 7 o'clock. But it's not just here in the Cape. We're seeing it all over in North Fort Myers and Estero as well. So these lines, they are moving. You can see folks are walking towards their eventual polling location once they get inside that building. But still, you heard him, an hour and 15 minutes, and he probably still has another 15, 20 minutes ahead of him before he actually gets to cast his ballot. I'm reporting live in Cape Coral. Gage Golding, ABC7.
College basketball back and better than ever. And next at 7, why the FGCU Eagles are soaring to success, dancing over a familiar foe. Stay with us. College hoops is back, and the first night of college basketball saw its fair share of upsets, including one right here in Southwest Florida with FGCU. The Eagles came into last night's game against the University of Southern California 18-point underdogs, but the Eagles ended up winning that game over their former coach, Andy Enfield, the guy who piloted them to their Dunk City run to the Sweet 16 back in 2013. Nice start to the season for the Eagles and their new head coach. All right, our ABC7 team is spread out across Florida. We're going to take you to important races throughout the night. Results are already coming in. We're going to do that online. We're going to do it on our app, and we're also going to break into coverage throughout the evening to get you updates.
And make sure you join us at 11, too. We've got a lot to talk about with Nicole as well.
Forecast for that.
2 big stories. Thanks for watching the station where you get more. Have a great night. We'll see you throughout the night.